peacefully, and I love to do my work. When I grow up, I want to be a chef.
Nice. And why do you want to be a chef?
Because I want to cook, like my grandma.
Children are constantly looking up to us adults as their biggest role models. Have you stopped to consider how you're influencing the children around you? Yes, it's a great opportunity to impact them positively by teaching them life values and modeling the positive behavior you want them to grow up with. Welcome to this Wednesday edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. It's my pleasure to take you through the pages of today's magazine. Today, we salute the great influencers of our children, our hard-working teachers who continue to shape their destinies and open their minds to the limitless possibilities that exist through education. Happy Teachers' Day to all our amazing educators. Thank you for your selfless efforts, patience, and commitment as you move in purpose to guide our children towards achieving their purpose.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, May 10, 2023. An additional 20 compressed natural gas-fueled buses will be added to the fleet of the Jamaica Urban Transit Company, JUTC, this year. Minister of Transport and Mining Audley Shaw made the announcement during his contribution to the sectoral debate in Parliament yesterday. He says the new units are being procured under a joint arrangement with private sector partners.
These units are expected late August to September. And in addition, we intend to aggressively bring back those other 70 or so buses which have been out of operation.
These are in addition to 50 previously announced buses for the Public Transport Company, which Minister Shaw says should be in the island by the end of May.
There are 50 buses, 45 diesel and 5 electric, which are on the high seas. Right now, they left China on the 2nd of May, and they're on the high seas right now and should be here by the end of this month.
Minister Shaw says the additional vehicles will increase the JUTC's average daily bus runout, now comprised of 163 buses. He adds that the electric bus pilot program is progressing well, and there are plans to add 200 electric buses to the fleet over the next 2 years. Meanwhile, government is exploring the possibility of fare increases for public passenger vehicles. While making his sectoral presentation in Parliament yesterday, Transport Minister Audley Shaw said the matter was under review.
And when those fare increases come, I want to advise everybody right now, those fare increases must be strictly adhered to. The conduct of people charging anything they want, that has to stop.
Minister Shaw also announced that steps would be taken to provide more bus stops for bus and taxi operators.
Especially in some areas where bus stops used to be and they are not there anymore. We have to work with the National Works Agency to modify, get those matters corrected, as well as we need more parking areas as well for our public passenger vehicles.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness will be training and placing more customer service personnel in the waiting areas of hospitals and health centers. Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says this is part of efforts to improve customer service and care in the public health sector. It is being done under the ministry's revised Compassionate Care program.
We're going to improve wait areas, including bathrooms, but seated areas. Percy Junior Hospital, Port Antonio, Anoto Bay, Maypen, Bustamante Hospital, Mandeville, as well as St. Catherine Hall Health Center, Cambridge Health Centre, and Maypen Type 4.
Dr. Tufton says the Ministry of Finance has provided the required positions to manage and operationalize the compassionate care program.
We're in the process now of hiring 20 new posts within the regional health authorities who will manage the customer service component.
Dr. Tufton says 90% of all personnel within the island's health facilities will be trained in effective customer service. He says the ministry is also improving patients' access to the complaints management system through the engagement of a business processing outsourcing firm. This firm will manage, collate, and refer the patient experience to ensure that there is an effective system for tracking, recording, and reporting the nature and complexity of complaints. Several measures are being undertaken to address low water levels in the eastern section of the island caused by inconsistent rainfall. Specific to Portland, 2 new pumps have been procured for the Mount Pleasant system to ease the frustrations of community members it serves. Minister with responsibility for water, Senator Matthew Samuda, updated journalists earlier today at the post-cabinet press briefing.
We are committed to spending $20 million when that procurement process is complete. The bids, as I understand it, are to come in next week. Because of the size of the project and the nature of the pumps, these pumps will be installed within 2 months once that process is complete.
In addition, new water sources have been identified from studies being conducted by the Water Resources Authority, WRA, and the National Water Commission, NWC. Once the studies are complete, the WRA is expected to issue a license within 30 days, paving the way for the development of wells at a cost of $30 million. The infrastructure will serve communities that surround the Sherwood Forest system. A new water source has also been identified in Ferry Hill, which will provide approximately 300,000 gallons of water per day to over 2,500 households. Water testing is now ongoing. Plus, work will start in the next fiscal year to upgrade the Grants Level well at a cost of $3.9 billion. Minister Samuda says there are also plans to further increase the 7 water trucks serving the entire parish of Portland.
We will again this morning, having gone through the appropriate commercial processes and negotiations, increase that by a further 2 trucks that will work 18 hours a day in delivery to those that are most impacted. So while simultaneously moving further and getting progress with the existing work that is underway, identifying new sources, we are increasing the capacity of the emergency response.
The minister says a number of small projects totaling $48 million have been identified to significantly improve the reliability of systems across the parish. Member of Parliament for West Portland Darrell Vaz says the National Works Agency, NWA, is to implement other strategies to contain the dust nuisance caused by the roadworks being carried out in his constituency and the neighboring East Portland. Mr. Vaz, who is also the Minister of Science, Energy and Technology, gave that update as he addressed this morning's post-cabinet media briefing at Jamaica House. While praising the quality of the work being carried out, he says the maintenance of temporary roads and the dust nuisance requires further intervention.
I have made representation to the National Works Agency, and they have agreed that despite the fact that the road is not ready for paving, we will oil the roads immediately. So it means that we'll have to oil them twice. Oil them now to suppress the dust, and oil them again when you are preparing for final paving. That to me will reduce the dust nuisance in the drought and of course with the summer heat that we are going to face.
The MP says increased supervision by the main contractor and the NWA over subcontractors must happen every day. He apologized to the residents for the inconvenience. And finally, the Integrity Commission is urging Jamaicans to report acts of corruption and improper conduct within the workforce in the interest of the public. Senior Complaints Review Officer at the Commission, Alicia Darby, made the appeal at a recent JIS think tank session. She's encouraging members of the public to report these issues and provide as much information as possible so that action can be taken.
Not only are we asking you to report it, but we're also asking you to give us sufficient information to act on the complaint that you have given to us. We are committing to you to ensure that the information that you have shared with us remains confidential. And so with that in mind, we ask you to have the confidence in us, repose the confidence in us to look into your matters of complaints, and just to ensure that by your small deed, you're helping Jamaica to become that place to live, work, and raise families.
In 2021, the Minister of Justice named the Integrity Commission as the designated authority to receive and record complaints or allegations involving acts of corruption, impropriety, or irregularity concerning the award and implementation of government contracts. Persons can make disclosures to the Integrity Commission via email at cpd@integrity.gov.jm or call 876-968-6227. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
Transformations 2023, People, Quality and Technology is a public exposition of the JCF by the JCF for all our stakeholders, and that means you. Between May 11 and 14 at the National Arena in Kingston, you will meet our people. We'll share many of our new and emerging police technologies. We'll provide insights into our quality journey, a journey of transforming the service you get at our stations, on the road, and anytime or anywhere you need us. We'll demonstrate to you how we are building, how we are transforming, and how we are improving to serve you better. This is my personal invitation to journey with us. Join us at the Expo. Experience a side of the JCF you have never seen before. Transformations JCF 2023. People, quality, and technology. See you there.
We are 100% behind our teachers. Yes, we want them to thrive. And this is the reason the Ministry of Education and Youth is embarking on this teacher empowerment initiative, specifically designed to boost financial literacy. Learn more about its rewarding benefits in this next feature.
Bills paid, but still broke? Sounds like the makings of a major financial problem. But there's still time to get ahead of it and get your finances in order. Working out a personalized financial plan can put you on the path to stability. By developing and maintaining responsible financial practices, you could be well on your way to building a solid foundation for wealth creation. Wealth creation is a learned skill, and what better place to facilitate financial knowledge than the classroom? This is true not just for our students, but also for our teachers.
The face value is about the number itself.
We're committed to the continued improvement of the education sector and look forward to the completion of the very massive task the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service has taken on regarding compensation review.
While that is in motion, the Ministry of Education and Youth has moved forward to supporting our education builders by giving them the tools to build wealth. The ministry has teamed up with stakeholders such as Profit Jumpstarter, a boutique organization that offers investing education. The partnership is offering the teachers online courses in money management to enable them to achieve their own goals while generating financial stability.
Teaching persons around investing.
CEO of Profit Jumpstarter and investment educator Keisha Bailey says planning to invest should be a part of plans for creating wealth.
I believe that investing is a long-term strategy and that it is possible to work to create the millionaire lifestyle or the billionaire lifestyle for anyone. You just need to understand some simple concepts around investing to make the moves for yourself in your own financial life.
Putting even $100 or $1,000 each month to your investing portfolio will put you in a better place financially.
In terms of thinking that I'm not making enough, we have to expand our mindset into abundance, because you have enough for right now, and we're going to take what you have right now, that money you have now, and turn it into the money you want.
And so, one of the first steps in wealth creation is to know your money so you can grow your money.
So budgeting is extremely important. put pen to paper, write down all the money coming in, write down all the money coming out. For every dollar that comes into your pocket or your bank account, 50% should be spent on your needs, 30% should be spent on wants, which are, the niceness of life, and then 20% should be put towards saving and investing.
Next, create an emergency fund.
So I teach persons to have around 3 to 6 months of their expenses tucked away in an emergency fund account so that you have that money available to you when you need it. When you understand exactly the type of investment you should have for you and how to regularly contribute to your investment account, you're going to see that you build wealth really, really fast, because investments are how you build wealth. Again, it's a regular and consistent contribution that are going to push you to build wealth faster. Start investing. I cannot stress that enough, the importance and how critical it is to be an investor.
Educators, the time is now. Whatever age or stage, investing is critical to your financial welfare.
We change pace now to investigate the critical support parents and teachers provide for one special little girl. Take a look.
Slide. 1, 2, 3, go! Woo! Good job. Let's go into the playout. All right.
When she was about 6 months, I realized that she wasn't sitting up. She wasn't creeping. She wasn't making any attempts like that. As a newborn baby coming up, she didn't cry. She hardly cried and she didn't interact with me, really. She would make eye contact now and then. One of the signs of autism is that the children do not make eye contact. They tend to have sensitivity of their hand middles, their foot bottoms, and their mouths, oral sensitivity. Some of them take a long time to get used to changes, to different situations, to different persons.
Adriana would be on the moderate to severe level of the spectrum, and she also has something called global developmental delays, meaning several areas of her development are affected.
Listen to the Good job. Good job. We're going to go to your favorite place ever, to the playfield. Time to pack up, Adriana. Time to pack up.
For the child with autism, it's very difficult to move from one activity to another. Adriana has problems with those.
Well, I have to find ways to distract her, like I'll sing with her. I'll say a favorite poem or something that will distract her. I give her a toy that will distract her from what she's doing and get her interested in something else. Come, wait for your shoes. We have to put on your shoes to go to the playfield. Come here. Come this way. Come, we're going to the swing. Going to the swing.
She likes to be actually free in her environment, and so any opportunity given, she'll be running away. And as such, the shadow is very, very important in her life in order to help her to know danger and to keep her on focus.
I've been a shadow for Adriana since September 2013. I help her with her academics, self-help skills, social skills. For instance, carrying her to the playground. In all areas, I watch her for the whole day that she's at school.
She won 2 of her events in sports that just gone, and she got 2 gold medals for that. She did a flat race, 25 meter. She won that race, and we had obstacle race. and she won that race also.
Sometimes it's a happy journey, sometimes it feels easy, sometimes it feels overwhelming, like you just can't go another day, you know, but at the end of the day, as long as there's love for her, then you can find a strength. Adriana has a little sister who is like her big little sister. When Adriana should have been the one maybe helping to put baby to sleep, baby is the one helping to put Adriana to sleep. She will follow whatever Elissa does, she will listen. Her big brother, DeMarco, he's 14, going 15, and he has been, I mean, from Adriana was a baby, he wanted to change diapers. He wanted to take care of his sister, and he still does. Her daddy he's a good support too. Her dad picks her up every morning, takes her home every evening.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. I would do it every day, every day. If that child is a part of you, whichever way life turns, whichever way things turn, be there for your child. Were it not for you, that child wouldn't be here. And if every father would do the same, just be there for your child. That's the basic law of humanity. Be there for your child.
Today's Child Month tip is teach children to value and respect their teachers.
I love math and I use it in my everyday life. I am learning more math each day. I am a problem solver. I am born to do math. You are born to do math. We are born to do math.
We use it in our daily lives, yet the word that best describes how so many view this subject is daunting.
It is as if the brain shuts down when numbers are placed in front of you. Often this stems from an early experience of getting some things wrong and being intimidated ever since.
Everybody understands what was taught a while ago about interconnection?
For several years now, the Ministry of Education has been on a mission to change this mindset and demystify the subject through its annual observance of National Mathematics Week. This year, the week was celebrated from March 27 to April 1 under the theme Born to Do Math, Changing Your Mindset. In this exposition, students learn how to use math in music, social media, and garment making.
Our aim and hope is to change that attitude because, and I strongly believe, that all of us are born to do math.
The highlight of the week of events was a virtual mathematics exposition. Using practical everyday examples, games, and performance pieces, more than 2,000 students at the primary and secondary levels, along with parents, were encouraged to master math through constant practice.
Just as though the mantra is math counts for math, you have to count in music to make it. So, for example, let's talk about something simple. Imagine the notations that you are when you're reading notes in music. Look at a pizza. Pizza in its entirety is what we refer to as a whole note. And if you're counting a whole note, that's 4 counts. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. How many pizzas that are just clapping? 1, 2, these are 3 pizzas. So if I put that in half, cut that in half, we have 2 halves. 2 on this side, 2 on this side. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4.
We use social media to create, share content, and participate in social networking. But did you know that math is also present in content development?
For me, simple mathematics come into play when it comes down to me creating my videos, starting from how I write my scripts, to shooting, to editing, and to then publishing. There is a guide that I use, and I got this from broadcasting, and it has to do with how we determine how many words can fit into a specific time frame. So for me, it's 3 words per second. So if I'm doing a 30-second video, I know that I cannot have more than 90 words. It's 3 times 30, and that gives you 90.
Heatherlane is a garment producing company. In our business, maths is like the base of everything. Our business starts by making a pattern. Now, making a pattern obviously is going to be dependent on measurements. When we do a pattern, we do various sizes.
Mathematics is used in our everyday lives, and with constant practice, we all can do it.
In 1980, the Lord spoke to me about beginning a school. And so I started the school this September. With 3 benches, the paint wasn't even dried. And this was at my home. And I remember clearly that I had to put some cardboard on the bench to prevent the paint from, messing the children's uniform. And it was really the act of the Lord, because I didn't give out any card, neither did I ask anybody to come. I just started, and I had 21 children for that first week. Seeing where they started, and when they're leaving, they're writing their names, they're able to answer questions, they're able to write from the chalkboard, they're able to make a sentence for themselves. There are many wonderful moments. Also seeing them after years that they have grown and left, and to see how they come out, oh my God, that is one.
We close today's show with a popular patois saying from all Jamaican teachers: put this in the back of your brain. In English, it means it's important that you learn this. We hope you learned something today, and if you want to discover more content like this, don't hesitate to visit our website, jis.gov.jm. You can also send your feedback on today's show or any of our programs via email to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Adrian Atkinson, reminding you to respect our teachers and our children. Walk good.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.